Well, we are still on an entrepreneurship tip in at the World Economic Forum in Durban, and with me at this hour, I have Darlene Menzies. You'd be very interested to know that she is the co-founder of FinFind. FinFind helps entrepreneurs find funding for their businesses, and this I know is something that a lot of entrepreneurs struggle with, and they probably want to know, how this works. But let's find out from Darlene herself. Darlene, thank you for making time to speak to us. Firstly, FinFind, you are one of the Breakthrough Female Entrepreneur of the Year identified by WEF. This is a disruptive kind of business idea and a very interesting one indeed in Africa.
Yeah, but thanks very much. Yes, it is. I think, like I said to you before, I solved my own problem. I struggled to find access to finance when I started businesses, and I failed. And I thought if I could solve my own problem, I'd be solving other people's problems. So working with USAID and the Department of Small Business Development, we built a free platform for entrepreneurs where they can go in and put their details, who they are, how much they need, what they need it for. And we've got a database of 200 lenders, about 350 products that they then get matched to find finance. So it helps the entrepreneur, it helps the lender, and essentially it's going to raise the water level for everyone in the country.
Just for ease of understanding, I see it kind of your hippo kind of model. Is this the case?
Similar to that for that idea. So in other words, we put all the lenders on one platform. None of them are preferred over the other. All of their products get put alongside each other. Then you go in and you say, I'm a black woman entrepreneur in Johannesburg in the construction industry, turning over 5 million, looking for 500,000 working capital or whatever you need. And as you put in those details, the system starts to filter out the lenders that you don't match the criteria and only leaves the ones that you do, and then tells you for each of them what they need. So, do you need collateral? Do you need your ID, your bank statement, your SABC doc? So it gives you everything. The entrepreneur at the moment is running around from pillar to post, doesn't know who the lenders are, what the criteria is, wasting a lot of precious time. Here it's an online application. They can sit at night after they put the kids to bed, put their details in, and immediately know who the lenders are that are going to be able to provide them with that finance.
We probably, Darlene, most probably underestimate the kind of challenges that entrepreneurs face, especially with the finance thing. We talk about it all the time, but do we really know the extent to which this is such a hindrance to entrepreneurs?
If we look in South Africa, National Small Business Chamber, which is the biggest chamber for small business in South Africa, got about 150,000 active members. They did a survey last year. Number one problem from their members, access to finance. SAICA, the South African Institute for Chartered Accountants, surveyed all of their small business practitioners. Number one problem, access to finance. The same thing with Seed Academy. They did a survey for startups. So I always say this, you could have a fantastic car and a great driver, but if you've got no petrol, you're going nowhere. And so, even if you're a growing business, sometimes businesses think if they're lending money, if they're borrowing money, they're actually that it's a bad thing. You need money to grow. Yeah. You need money to start. 67% of the finance for startups in this country come from family and friends, where there actually are 50 startup funds that people don't know about. If they come to FinFind, they can get linked with those. So yes, access to finance is probably, alongside access to market, is probably your biggest problem.
I'm not surprised that you managed to win the Breakthrough Female Entrepreneur of the Year award, because this is really something that is highly, highly in demand and very, very much in need. Tell me what this award means for your business.
Well, I think the World Economic Forum is an incredible organization, incredible platform. So to be recognized by them, especially in Africa as a female and in the tech industry, there's a lot of highlight at the moment in terms of gender as far as entrepreneurship is concerned, as far as tech and digital and disruption in the continent. So to be recognized by such a prestigious organization doing such prolific work, looking into the future, I think for our company it really is it's a wonderful honor, and it positions us well in terms of credibility.
You are clearly now in the forefront, seeing just how much technology can solve Africa's problems by coming up with FinFind, for instance. Who are the funders? Who are these people that are willing to give entrepreneurs, our viewers at home who are interested in entrepreneurship, money? Who are they?
Well, first let me say this to you. The problem in this country and in the continent is not that there's no money. People say, well, I can't get money, there's no money to borrow. There's actually a lot of money. It's that entrepreneurs aren't positioning themselves. They don't have their financial statements ready, etc. So who the lenders are, they're everyone from banks, debtor financiers, invoice factorers, asset financiers, angels, venture capitalists. There's a myriad of different types of lenders and a myriad of different products. All we're doing is it's actually not doing something new. It's just creating what's out there and bringing it onto a platform where an entrepreneur can actually find it. So it's right from your banks all the way through to your angels and everyone in between that's willing to provide finance or growth finance, whether it be from 10,000 Rand to 100 million Rand, and whether it's for big manufacturing machinery or whether it's for some startup capital and everything in between.
The success rate, how many people have you helped since you started this venture?
So we were launched by the Minister of Small Business Development in South Africa on the 30th of October 2015. We've got about 62,000 users and we've done about 35,000 loan matches.
So that's almost like half of the people.
Correct. Remember that in a match, some lenders get matched with more than one lender,
right,
which is actually great because then the entrepreneur for a change gets to choose which is the better interest rate or which is the better offering for them.
And just finally, the success rate of having a small business to flourish, they say that 1 in 3 businesses, it doesn't come to a year, it fails within a year of startup. And most of that, it has to do with finance. I'm sure you believe that something like this, as innovative as this, could help those statistics.
Yeah, I think this is one of the reasons why we're doing this, for the economic and the social impact. So 86% of startups fail in year 1 in this country, only half make it to year 3. So it's a 7 in 100 success rate. We want to see that a system like ours can actually reduce the failure rate so that we can increase the employment rate and then obviously change the economy.
Thank you so much, Darlene Menzies. Thank you very much for your time. Darlene Menzies is the Breakthrough Female Entrepreneur of the Year. She's been identified by WEF and also the co-founder and owner of FinFind. And this is a very, very innovative digital app that she's come up with of helping you at home as an entrepreneur to try and find finance. And right now we'll link to the break, and when we come back, Morning Live will still be with you.